Margaret Ann Newman was born October 10, 1933, in Memphis, Tennessee. When she graduated high school, she was a lot like the rest of the girls during that era. She thought she was going to be a housewife and mom. So she went to Baylor University and received her baccalaureate degree in home economics and English. After she graduated, she went back home and found out that her mother had ALS. She ended up being the main caregiver for her mother for the next 9 years. It was during this time that she began to realize that although her mother had a terminal illness, she was indeed a whole, healthy person. Margaret's theory was just a seedling at this point. It was her foundation and the reason she wanted to learn about health and illness. 2 weeks after her mother passed away, she went to University of Tennessee, and there she received her BSN in 1962. Nursing was definitely her call. She went on to receive her master's at University of California in 1964. This is when Margaret wanted to study with her mentor, Martha Rogers. She studied movement, space, and time. Margaret then received her PhD at New York University in 1971. Here she worked with rehab patients. This enforced her understanding with her studies and the relevance of the restriction of movement, space, and time, and how that related to the patient's lives. Any variation to movement was then related to that person's experience of time. In 1977, she was the professor of graduate study at Penn State University. In 1978, her theory was presented, and in 1979, her theory was published. In 1984, she was the nurse theorist at the University of Minnesota, and she finally retired in 1996. Margaret Newman had 4 main influences on her theory. Martha Rogers believed health of a human being is a unitary phenomenon. Assumptions regarding patterning of persons in interaction with the environment are basic to the view that consciousness is a manifestation of an evolving pattern of person-environment interaction. Bentoff believed that life of a human being can be seen in the quality of the body and the environment. Life is a process of expanding consciousness. This means that consciousness is an informational capacity of the system and can be seen in the quality of interaction of the system with the environment. Bentoff, 1978. Arthur Young believed a human moves through stages towards a higher conscious. The power of recognition, the fourfold structure with the 7-stage process. This helped with pinpointing the pattern. David Bohm believed the explicate order is a manifestation of the implicate order. The absence of one order creates the other. Bohm defined applicate order as the order of the physical world. He defined implicate order as the source of explicate order, and as an underlying whole that physical form constantly unfolds out from and unfolds back into a process of unfolding and unfolding. Every person in every situation, no matter how disordered and hopeless it may seem, is part of the universal process of expanding consciousness, a process of becoming more of oneself, of finding greater meaning in life, and of reaching new dimensions of connectedness with other people and the world. Newman, 2010. There are 4 concepts in Newman's theory: health, nursing, person, and environment. Newman stayed away from the concept of health being seen as good or bad. She believed that health is not defined as an absence of an illness or disease, but rather a fusion of both disease and non-disease. For example, you are healthy even though you have a disease because you can reach that state by making right choices such as exercise and eating healthy. The main goal of the nurse is to help clients identify their pattern, where they can have a better understanding of themselves and how to transform their lives. This can happen when the nurse forms a relationship with their patient by understanding the person as a whole and making connections with them. The expanding consciousness is a process where an individual becomes more of their real self as they find greater meaning in their life and the lives of those people around them. In this concept, the environment is viewed as a larger whole and is beyond the consciousness of the individual. Newman believed that the interaction between the person and their environment constitutes health, where health is the expansion of consciousness. When nurses engage with people in dialogue focused on meaning, they hold no judgment of good or bad, right or wrong. Nurses regard whatever rises in the evolving pattern in the lives of individuals, families, and communities with a non-judgmental, authentic presence. The relational process reveals an opening for transformation. Ferris, 2011.
that's not understanding it at all.
I know, right? Patterns? Consciousness? What is this about?
Well, they're in there right now, putting the theory to practice. Why don't we just go see?
Yeah, let's go.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Smith. My name's Sophia. I'll be your nurse today. I'm here to take your vitals. Let me check. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your pain today?
It's out of 10.
It's out of 10? Well, you do have a broken back, so it's expected. I'll be bringing your morphine in about 20 minutes, so can you hold on?
Not really.
No, well, 20 minutes. You
And
can
this
hold
is
on.
her theory and practice.
Hi, good morning, Mr. Smith. How are you?
Not well.
My name is Sophia. I'll be your nurse today. I washed my hands already. I'm here to take your vitals. So you're not doing too well this morning?
No, I'm in a lot of pain.
So what is your name
Brad,
and your date of birth?
280.
All right, so you're in a lot of pain?
Yeah.
So what's going on?
My back is killing me.
I read on your chart that you do have a broken back. So has your pain changed in the last 8 months?
Yeah, it has. It's done a lot worse over the last few months.
Okay. Is there anything going on at home?
Well, my wife left me, and I have 2 teenage kids at home that I'm not there to help.
Is there anyone caring for them?
No, I have no family in state, so,
Is there anyone you can call maybe?
well, I could call my mom, but I've just been so embarrassed that I haven't told her that my wife left, so nobody knows.
Well, you shouldn't be embarrassed. I think you should give her a call. You know, she can help you out with your kids. Come and see them. And I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Yeah, I do think I need the help, and I can't make that phone call. And I do kind of feel better. Are you able to get my phone so
Sure,
I can make that
I
call?
can grab your phone. Yeah, just where is it?
It's in my locker.
Okay, I'll grab it for you, and I'll also bring back your medicine in about it's about 15 minutes now. So by the time I come back with your phone, I should have that medicine ready for you. Okay?
Thank you.